Wrong screen. Hello, hello, hello. What's going on? Wow. So let me see. My last live stream was back in March. So April, May, June, July, August, September. So it's been about 6 months since my last live stream. But hey, hello to everybody. Thank you for watching, or thank you for joining my live stream. This is going to be a nice one because this is my first live stream where I'm past 1,000 subscribers. Having technical difficulties here. Okay, we're fine. But yeah, back to my celebrating. Yeah. I finally made it to 1,000 subscribers, and it's been one heck of a journey. It was not, I would say, easy. It was a lot of grind and a lot of uploading videos. I have like around 300 and maybe 2 or 3 videos uploaded. Yeah, I've been busy. I've been working on this. Like my main goal for Coasters and Travels is to, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, well, it would be nice to have a sustainable income, just riding roller coasters, going to theme parks, going to other places. Uh that'd be lovely. A nice, that'd be a dream, to be honest with you. I told myself a couple years ago, what would you do? Like, what do you want to do with yourself? Because I have so many things I have so many talents or whatever. And ever since like 2000 and maybe 3 or 4, I started dabbling with video editing because I'm a gamer and I like to um show off my gameplay or whatever. Like I play a lot of World of Warcraft back when I was in the early 2000s, and I would play with guilds and I would just record. I would start recording our raids and stuff, and it started from there. And I liked the video editing process, and over time, I started doing that in different forms until we're here now with YouTube, and YouTube is nothing but videos. And by the time I started Cultures and Travels, I already had the skills to edit and stuff like that. It wasn't really a big deal. Like I discovered that I have a knack for creation. Like I love creating things. Like when I was in high school, I was in the marching band and I used to write music for my band, like you know, sheet music, you know. And I also have like a technical background. I have a degree in computer information systems, and so I have programming experience. So I know how to make programs. I've made some couple of video games, and I made a couple of applications. So yeah, I'm just all over the place. So I can pretty much do whatever I want, but I wouldn't mind doing this for the long run. It's been a fun journey to get to this point of 1,000 subscribers. Well, though technically I'm like 1,058, I think, as of this stream. I'm not sure, but I'm greatly enjoying the journey, and I'm looking forward to what's coming in the future. But what I would like to do, because I have a couple of things I would like to discuss on this live stream, I want to talk about, I guess, Coasters and Travels, how I started, and then I want to talk about Coasters and Travels moving forward. Okay, so this month is actually the anniversary of my channel. It's been 3 years since this particular channel has been created. At the beginning, it was like 2019, September 2019, and I had an idea of like, you know what, I want to make a theme park roller coaster channel. So I started this. It wasn't Coasters and Travels at first. It was called J Coasters, I think. And my very first video was about Iron Gwazi and the announcement when they announced Iron Gwazi. That was my very first video. And as a matter of fact, I think I want to show that video just to see where I started from because it's been one heck of a journey, man. So I want to show off that video just to show off where I started versus where I'm at right now. So give me a second. We're gonna get that. It's only like 3.5 minutes, so it's not too long. So don't worry about it. It's not gonna be that long. Let me get my other screen up. There we go. All right. So here we go. My thoughts on Iron Gwazi roller coaster for 2021.
Sorry, I'm not a
All right, let's
magician.
get the ad. All right, let me see. Put this on full screen. It's only one single screen and I'm just talking, but let's go. On September 12, 2019, SeaWorld Entertainment announced their new additions to all of their major parks. For us Floridians, we're getting 2 new coasters in the form of Iron Gwazi, an RMC version of the dueling wooden coaster Gwazi at Busch Gardens, Tampa, and Icebreaker, a new premier multi-launch coaster Hopefully
at
y'all can hear
SeaWorld
this.
Orlando.
Today, I'll be discussing my thoughts on the Iron Gwazi announcement. First of all, what's up without showing a POV of some sort? Is this their way of trying to get me hyped for this ride? Because if it is, then it's surely working because I want to know this layout. At the very least, we got the name and some stats. So, Iron Gwazi, the name. I guess it could have been worse. I remember something about the name Twisted Tiger being trademarked a couple of years ago, but I guess with the recent release of Tigris, that would be a little redundant.
Tigris.
And, continuing the tradition of RMC coaster names such as Twisted Timbers, Iron Rattler, and Twisted Cyclone, Iron Gwazi fits in pretty well. The logo surprised me though, an alligator? I always associated Gwazi as this half lion, half tiger creature, but gators are cool and we do have a lot of those in Florida, so yeah, I dig it, it's cool. Looking at the stats, I can fairly say I'm impressed. Iron Gwazi will sit at 206 foot with a 91-degree drop and speeds up to 76 miles per hour. And I know the first thing people's going to do is compare this to Steel Vengeance, but let's just look at this coaster on its own merits. Firstly, Florida is finally getting an RMC, thank goodness, and it has some impressive looking stats. The fact this coaster has one of my favorite RMC elements, the zero-G stall, makes me so hyped for this coaster. And yes, it's supposed to be the tallest, the fastest, the steepest hybrid coaster in the US, and that's great and all, but I can honestly care less about that part. The ride could be 100 foot tall and I would love it because with RMC and what they do with coasters, they can do no wrong. I mean, just look at Twisted Cyclone. It's one of their smallest RMCs, but it looks like it packs one hell of a punch in that small layout. But fortunately for us, we're getting something much bigger. And bro, if it's anything similar to Zadra at Energylandia at Poland, I will be a very happy camper because that ride looks nuts. According to RCDB, Iron Gwazi will have a track length of 4,075 feet. On its own, that's a decent amount of track, around the same amount as Zadra. Obviously nowhere close to Steel Vengeance track length of 5,740 feet. Something tells me they're going to keep that record for a while, which is fine by me. As far as the other stats, I find it peculiar that they increased the height and the angle descent only by a factor of 1 just to beat some record. Which is a little petty, but whatever, a record is a record, right? But will it be better than Steel Vengeance? Well, until we at the very least see a POV, it's going to be hard to tell. But is it really that big of a deal? And not for me at least, but it's always fun to compare and hear other people's thoughts. Speaking of which, what do you guys think of this announcement? Do you think it's going to be better than Steel Vengeance? Do you really care? Just let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching my very first video on this channel. There will definitely be more to come. Be sure to like and subscribe for more of my content. This is Jay Coasters, and I'm out.
J Coasters, that's what I was. J Coasters. That was like my very first video on the channel. And I liked it. I mean, it wasn't too bad, it was the only thing I would have probably improved with that one was adding actual like footage or whatnot. The only thing is that I didn't know I can do that. I didn't know I can just screen record and hold on, let me switch. I didn't know that I could screen record a YouTube video and then use it for my own thing. Like I wasn't really aware of the rules as far as getting, recording videos from other channels. So, but and the audio was a little, I guess, worse than what it is now. I have, let me see, where's that microphone at? Where is it? That thing is so little. Ooh, excuse me. There it is. So, I currently use this type of microphone to record my voiceovers. And while it's not too bad, you can still hear a little bit of like air and stuff. It's not like super professional, but you know what? It works. I've been using it since Coasters and Travels, and you know, it's been fine. You know, I haven't had too much of an issue with it, but I do want to upgrade it, and I also want to upgrade this webcam because right now it's a 720p webcam, so it's not really super HD, but you know, it does the job, so I'm not worrying about that right now. But yeah, I started off Culture to Travel. That was my very first video back in 2019. I did 3 more videos, so I did a total of 4 back in 2019, and that was it. I was done. J Coasters was done. I did that 4th video, and I was like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. You know the, you know, I don't know why I stopped really. I guess I realized how much effort it was going to take to continue doing this, and I had all these ideas in my head. Let me tell you, all right, let me tell you the type of person I am. I'll have all these ideas in my head, and then I'll just think and think and think and think and think, and I'll overthink it, and then I just don't end up doing it. And that's exactly what happened with the with J Coasters when I first started the channel. It was just like, okay, I think I overthunk this too much. I don't want to do this anymore. So time passed. 2020 happened. We all know what happened in 2020. And at that point, I didn't think I was going to do any more. Oh, I didn't think I was going to go anywhere. I was like, oh, we were in a pandemic. I'm sending my ass home. I'm not doing any of that stuff. And then September happened, and I ended up going to Pennsylvania, and I ended up going to 2 parks. I ended up going to Hershey Park, and I ended up going to Dorney Park. And that trip was the revitalization of my channel, and that's when I switched from J Coasters to Coasters and Travels. It started off with a Hershey Park vlog, and then I did a Pennsylvania, like I did a because I stayed in Reading, Pennsylvania, which is like maybe an hour or so from Philadelphia. So I did some footage on Reading because it's really pretty over there, and I did some footage in Philly. So that was my second video, and then the third video was a vlog to Dorney Park. And those were the 3 channels that started off Cultures and Travels. And I think at that point I had like 5 subscribers. So yeah, in September of 2020 only started with 5. And from there I didn't really have much content. I did do a top 10. Doesn't seem like I'm disconnected. Oh, I'm looking at the playback. I have disconnected. All right, so that's twice that happened. Whatever, shit happens. Mr. Bucket List, what's up, man? Thank you for the congrats, man. It's been a long time coming, and I'm glad to have made it this far. But anywho, as I was saying, I think I got distracted. What I was saying, oh yeah, I was on. At that point, I only had those 5. I only had those five videos, and I didn't really have anything else. I didn't know what to talk about. I didn't really. I was like stuck. But back in 2015, I had bought a pair of pivot head glasses. If I can find them, I will show them to you. Here they are. I bought these bad boys. These are pivot head Durangos, and I bought these back in 2015 because I knew that I was going to do a trip, like a roller coaster trip, whatever. I went to Carowinds, I went to Dollywood, and I went to Kings Island, and I got footage off of these babies. And I thought to myself, okay, back in 2015, I thought to myself, oh, okay, I'll go ahead, you know, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna make me a YouTube channel. I'm gonna record I'm gonna show all these POVs, and they were just sitting in my glasses for the past 5 years. Well, 5 years at the time, doing nothing, just collecting dust. So fast forward to 2020, and I thought, okay, you know, I'm not taking any more trips for the rest of the year, and I don't have anything else to talk about. So let's go ahead and put those POVs up. And I had like well over like 25 plus POVs. I actually have more than I think more than 40. If we count the 2015, and then I did a couple of other trips like in 2017 and 2018. I had maybe close to 30, 40 POVs. So I uploaded all of those POVs. I spaced them out, and I had content for like up to 6 months. Like those POVs alone was like up to 6 months worth of content. So I was good. And I guess you can say that kind of transformed my channel to like a POV channel, kind of sort of, because that's all I was posting. And then when I ran out of POVs, I was like, okay, what to do. And I actually went to I think Fun Spot back in 2021. So I had content. I had vlogging content, and then I had like POVs because I again brought these bad boys with me. And 2021 was okay. It was kind of like a unknown frontier because I didn't have any content ready to go. So it was more or less okay, what can I do with this channel? And then I just started doing like different things. I started talking about like coaster news and um there was actually one of my viewers actually gave me an idea for a feature that's now on my channel. It's called coaster comparison POVs. And it's funny because on one of my videos he asked, you should do a comparison to like Montu and Afterburn. And I thought to myself, okay, I can do that. So I did it. And then I thought like, hold on, this can be a new feature of my channel. And there you go, coaster comparison POVs were born. And that feat, that on those videos have been doing pretty well. And what really helped my channel were keeping up with the coaster news, keeping up with like things that are happening within the industry. A lot of times, like a lot of manufacturers they would release like a new coaster type or a new something, and I'll cover it, talk about it, because a lot of times there's a lot of things that people don't really know what's going on, like different coaster types or whatever innovations that manufacturers are doing. So I cover that, and those type of channels did very well. I'm glad I started doing that. Although it can be very challenging to keep up with the news, like especially when it's a busy week and you already have stuff to do, like you already have like real life work and stuff. So it's like as like news come on, you really have to be on it. Like it's a certain window to get that information out before it just becomes redundant or other channels have done it or whatever. But and another thing I've been doing a lot more, I guess, topical videos, just talking about things. The recent one I did about Celine Basso, that that video is the reason why I got 1,000 subscribers, because I put a lot of freaking effort in that video. I put a lot of effort on there, and I guess it shows because um my retention is really high, click through rate is really high, a lot of comments, a lot of engagement. So I think that video was a success. And what did I do when I hit 1,000? Because most people when they hit 1,000 subscribers, um they continue, they keep pushing out more content. What did I do? I stopped. I took a break because I was like, I did over 300 videos at this point. I'm I need to chill out just for a little bit, I don't want to burn myself out, just because I hit 1,000 subscribers. Keep going, keep going, keep going. No, I have plans. Okay, It's not like I'm mentally burned out of coaches and travel. That's definitely not the case. It's just having to think about uploading all the time. Think of opportunities to upload. It can get a little tiring, So I took a little time off of uploading and focus on my real life, because my real life actually did get a little bit busy, so I couldn't really focus on my YouTube like I wanted to. But it was cool because I needed that break. I needed that mental break of not wanting to upload something, because that can get to you over time. So I guess that brings us to, what am I going to do now? Like, what do I see Coasters and Travels moving forward? And I see myself continuing what I'm doing. Like the type of content, like the main content I think I'm going to stick with is like the coaster news, and I'm going to, I guess, talk more about my opinion, because I know those videos do very well on other coaster channels. Like people just like to talk about opinionated things, and it's just something that humans just like to do. So I'm gonna do those. I'm definitely gonna do more coaster comparisons. My last one was, I did like a eight-way comparison with all the Batman clones, and that was a fun video to do. I like doing silly stuff like that. So I'll probably do another one. Actually, I am going to do another one. Another one is, it's going to come probably sometime this week, maybe on the weekend. Let me see what else. Let me see what else type of channels do I do. Oh yeah, vlogs. So I've been doing a couple of like vlogs on the channel, and I realized those vlogs don't really perform as well as my other videos. I guess people don't give a damn about what I gotta say, at least right now. Or I could just be boring on camera. It could be a mix of both. But vlog content is usually my lowest performing, but I get a decent amount of subscribers, so it's weird. Vlog content is weird, but I kind of push those to the side because I haven't really gotten a lot of like the results. The results are not what I would like. Another thing where I haven't really, I've tried, but it wasn't really. I guess I didn't really feel it. It wasn't that good with my roller coaster reviews. And I've done about maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about maybe 7 or 8 reviews, and they haven't really been as I haven't really gotten that much reception compared to my other videos. And those videos, I have to put in effort for those videos because I have to, well, at least in my creation process when it comes to making a video, especially a review, I got to get the music, I got to make the script, I got to get all the got to get the footage, I got to put it all together and make it look nice and pretty and engaging for people can watch. That takes time and that takes effort. And when you do all that work and then when you post it out there and then you don't get the result that you expect, it's like why am I wasting my time? So I considered doing shorts version of reviews. Like I did a secret review in 60 seconds and that did good. That did damn good. So I'm thinking I may just switch all of my reviews into short content. Like, cause here's the thing: when it comes to YouTube Shorts, I consider shorts content like as their own audience. Like you have your videos and then you have your shorts. Two completely different audiences. So I feel like that I can, at least for the shorts, I can make exclusive content for them. Like how pretty much all the videos I make is exclusive to those who watch those videos. So I think I'm going to start making like exclusive excuse me, I got gas. Making exclusive content for the shorts audience. Another type of video that did extremely well, and I'm just hitting myself that I haven't done more of, are tutorials. I only done one tutorial back in 2021, and it done completely well. It's done very well as far as watch time, as far as retention, as far as subscribers. I need to do more tutorials. Period. I need to do more tutorials. Information like that, people like. People like helpful things. People come to YouTube to look for things. It's like the second largest search engine. So I need to put out more tutorial content. But the problem with that, especially, let me show you. Hold on. Let me show you one of my, like this bad boy here. How to use Google My Maps to plan a trip. This took a long ass time to make. Like, because this is, you see how this is a 13-minute 45-second video. This took a long ass time to make, and that's the only thing that's kind of like holding me back from doing another one because I don't really have that time commitment right now. I mean, I could, I mean, if I really want to, I could do tutorial, but like I said, that takes a lot of effort. And I know I'm complaining about taking effort and blah 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 blah, but when you have other things going on in your life, it's kind of hard to try to balance that because it took me like 2 or 3 weeks to make that video. It took me a minute. It took me a minute, but that's no excuse to say I'm not going to do any more tutorials. No excuse at all. I'm going to get my ass in gear and I'm going to make another tutorial or make a series of tutorials because those videos help. And considering I'm over 1,000 subscribers, my main goal now is to hit 4K watch hours to get monetized. So that's my number one goal at the moment. So I need to focus on videos that brings the views in. It's like now, it's like once I hit that 1,000 subscribers, okay, I'm done. That requirement is over. I ain't got to worry about that no more. So let's focus on the watch time. So I need to focus on type of content that will bring people to my video and they will want to watch it. Like my Celine video, that did beautiful for my watch time. That kind of, because I've been sitting around like maybe around 1,600 hours for a while, but that video kind of helped push them watch hours back up. So I'm happy. I'm really very, very happy with that performance. But moving forward, I'm gonna do a lot more of this. I would say a lot more of the same. That I'm gonna do more topical videos. I'm gonna do more. Keep up with the news, of course. Keep up with the very important news. The one that people would react to more than like this
run in the mill, theme park news or whatever. POVs. POVs are a hit or miss. My coaster POVs are a hit or miss. Some do well, some barely get any views. And there's a lot of channels out there that are focused on POV that does a way better job than I do. So I'm thinking to myself, should I even continue doing POVs? And I got another thing I want to share. I purchased this last year. This is a DJI Osmo action camera. I think they went up in price recently. I'm glad I got it when I did. But this is a pretty good camera. It's a little on the heavy side. But I put it to my wrist or I put it on my chest and I get pretty good quality coaster POVs. But the GoPros and stuff like that, especially the newer GoPros, they have like a wider angle. Like this camera has a wide angle, but it's not as wide as the GoPro. So my POVs are slightly a bit narrower, but if you look at it on its own, you wouldn't really notice a difference. It's not really that big of a difference. It's still a very good camera. But it's like I'm thinking to myself, do I still want to do POVs because they're kind of hit or miss? And I know I started my channel as a kind of a POV channel, and I don't know. We'll just have to see when I next time I go to a park or whatever. We'll see. But recently I've been using it more for vlogging than for POVs. But again, you never know what happens. But content like POVs and vlogs I'll probably put to the side. No, as far as vlogs, I may change like the format of how I do vlogs because there's some people that just do vlogs is way better than I can. I can probably do it like more of a silent type vlog or do it like Midway Mayhem style where he just focuses on the content himself. Not once the focus is on him, it's on where he's at. Like when he does his tours, he always focuses on that and he'll do like a little voiceover of what's going on. I'll probably try that style, or I'll probably try more like a silent vlog, or just try other things. My channel is still relatively young. Even though I'm at 1,000, it's still small. So I can still experiment. It's not that. I don't think it's gonna be too bad. As far I think I talked about news and announcements, or news, and the third time this has happened. Give me 1 second because I've actually been having a lot of disconnection issues today. I'm not sure what's going on. This is crazy. Okay. The show must go on. And I forgot what the hell I just said, to be honest with you. But that's just how it is when you're live streaming. Sometimes you're just talking and then things happen and then your mind just go. I forget, I forgot. Oh yeah, I was talking about a new series that I'm brainstorming right now. That hopefully it's kind of like a series of certain tutorials that that I don't want to go over just yet. But it's gonna be cool and hopefully it'll be nicely well received by the community. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about the channel? Oh yeah, shorts. I think I talked about shorts a little bit, but I guess I'll elaborate more. I definitely want to do more shorts content because that's another way of getting, I guess, people towards my channel to watch my more long-term content. I said earlier that I was going to do reviews, short reviews. I think I'm also going to do like, I guess, coaster features, like where I talk about a certain coaster and go over its stats, whatever, and just talk about it, like the facts of it, whatever. I think people would like that because that stuff like that will be perfect for like short content. This something to give the shorts audience because, like I said before, the shorts audience and the YouTube audience, two completely different people, two completely different audiences. So I want to cater to both. And at one point, I had my shorts content on a different channel, but I thought to myself, why would I do that? No, at first it was fine because okay, I didn't want the shorts to clog up my main channel because I want people to come from my videos. But then both. What is going on with my internet connection today? It's funny because any other day I would have no problem with my connection, but I'm like disconnecting left and right, left and right.
I wonder if I can like pause this stream, restart my computer, and see what happens. Can I pause it? Because if I don't want to end it, you know. I just want to pause it. Give me 1 second. I don't think I can. Oh well, we're just gonna have to just keep going, you know. Like I said, the show must go on. If I disconnect again, I disconnect again. Doesn't matter. All right, so I think I talked enough about my channel. So the next section I want to talk about are shout outs. I want to give a couple of shout outs to a bunch of channels that have either shown me love in the past or I am interested in doing some type of collab with. So I have all categorized here. My small channels, medium channels, and large channels. And I want to start off with the small channel. And I'm gonna start off with two separate channels that have supported me like at the very, very beginning of Cultures and Travels. So the first person I want to I guess feature or talk about is a channel called Cheap Enthusiast. And let me see if I can get his channel up here on my on YouTube. Cheap Enthusiasts. Let's see. There he is. All right. I'm gonna switch over so you can see his channel page. There he is, Cheap Enthusiast. So this person, he supported me like way back when I first started Coasters and Travels, and he made his first comment on my Dorney Park vlog, and he's been subscribed to me since. He was like one of my early subscribers, you know. And his content is mostly vlogs, well, all vlogs, and he's a funny, his vlogs are pretty good. They're funny. Him and his partner, they have like crazy antics and stuff, and sometimes he'll have like a guest on his vlogs, and they're very engaging. The places they go to are pretty fun. The things they talk about is fun. His channel is pretty it's a good channel. Definitely, I would definitely advise you to subscribe to Cheap Enthusiast. Check out his content. Um, I think he's an overall cool guy. He's been supporting me for a long time, and I try my best to check out all of his content. Sometimes I miss a couple, but I try to you know show some love and engage in his content as well. So yeah, Cheap Enthusiast. Shout out to him because he was one of my earliest supporters of Cultures and Travels. All right. So the second person I want to shout out, let's go in here. I want to shout out Airtime Productions, if I can find his channel. There it is. Airtime Productions. And I want to shout this person out because he has been engaging in almost all of my videos. Like when I first started, he would comment in almost all of my videos, and I appreciated that so much that he would, like, sometimes he would be the only one with that would comment on my video, and stuff like that I really, really, really appreciate, because when you're first starting, it's really hard to find an audience that wants to look at your stuff. So the fact that he was engaging in the majority of my channels, I think it helped a lot. And he was the one that gave me the idea for the coaster comparison. He was the one that was like, okay, do you want to you should do a comparison to Montu Montu and Afterburn. A new series was born thanks to him. As far as his YouTube channel, he has a very, very like cinematic style. It's very clean, very nice. I love his cinematography. I love his composition. I love his the way he sets up scenes, and it's like the way he sets up the scenes and music. It makes you feel a certain way. His content is very good, very I guess, like, he talks about like certain coaster things like lists and reviews and stuff like that, but his content is good. If you heard of OK Coasters, then his content is similar to OK Coasters. However, there's like two differences between Airtime Productions and OK Coasters that I want to talk about. Now, the one thing I like about Airtime Productions videos is that, like I said earlier, his compositions, his music choices, his setting up, his framing is beautiful, beautiful. One thing I like about OK Coasters is his editing style. His editing is insane, and I like his quality. His quality is pretty good. Airtime production quality is great too, but I like OK Coaster quality is just slightly better. But both qualities are good. Um, I wouldn't mind doing a collab with Airtime Productions. Actually, as a matter of fact, he's one of the ones that I could probably do like a topical type collaboration with him. You know, or we can talk about something, or I'll give him my voice over, and he can use it for whatever. But I would not mind doing something with him, and with Cheap Enthusiast as well. I would not mind doing a collab with him as well. Cheap Enthusiasts do mostly vlogs, so I guess we would have to link up somewhere and make content. But I wouldn't mind doing a collab with him. You know, both of them actually. All right, moving on to the next YouTube. We have a channel called. Let me see if I can find him. It's called GP Coasters. Now, I particularly like this channel because they're just a bunch of grown ass men acting like kids, and they're just having fun. They're just fun, they don't take life too seriously. They just enjoy themselves, ride roller coasters, and just be silly. And I fucks with that so much. Like I fucks with that so much, and they just seem like a cool bunch of adults. And I guess the main reason because I may not look like it, but I am old. I am a old fart. And they seem to be closer to my age range, so it's like I feel like that I can click with them very well. Now, as far as their channel, they mostly do vlog content, and they're all over the place, man. They're all over the place. So it'll be cool to maybe collab. I'm not sure how their group dynamic will work with me being in there because I'm kind of weird. It's like I have my own little quirks, so but yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind doing a collab with these people, with these upstanding gentlemen. But yeah, shout out to GP Coasters. Subscribe to them. Subscribe to their channel because their content is pretty good too. All right, another person I want to shout out. Let's see if I can find him, Mr. King Coaster, and I have a story with this person. So, Mr. King Coaster, when I first subscribed to his channel, I didn't think nothing. I didn't think nothing of his name or how significant he was or anything like that. I just thought, okay, another black YouTube creator. Okay, cool, whatever. I'll check him out. His content looks good. And then, so on Instagram and on Facebook, I'm following this group called, or this page called King Coasters, I think it's called King Coasters or Coaster King. I can't remember. It's one or the other. And I've been following them for a while, and then I follow Mr. King Coaster maybe a little bit later, and then it occurred to me that this guy is the freaking Coaster King or King Coaster, the one that I've been following on Instagram and Facebook, and I think they have a blog as well. I'm like, what the hell? This dude is actually a big deal. This dude is actually a bigger deal than I thought. But it's cool though because when I originally followed him, I liked his content anyway. So I guess it was more of a bonus that I realized who he really was. Like, yeah, he's definitely a big deal. But and as far as his YouTube channel, he does a lot of like vlogging content, mostly in the Orlando area. Sometimes he'll go out in other places, like I think Cedar Point. He did one time. But yeah, he's definitely his channel is good. I like his channel. I like his content. I like his smile. He got like a very signature smile. It's very friendly, very engaging. It's like welcoming. But yeah, Mr. King Coaster. This is another channel I would advise you to subscribe to. I am introducing you guys to maybe content you probably never heard of, or people that you probably never heard of. So hopefully you enjoy this video because there's a lot of small content creators out there that are doing a damn good job, and I think they need recognition. So I guess a part of this video is kind of to showcase them as well. just to show some love, Nothing wrong with that. All right, so the next person I want to talk about is Extreme Thrills. Now, this guy, he's more popular on TikTok and on Instagram. He's like huge on those platforms. He is huge. And I like his content. He does a lot of POVs, a lot of high quality POVs. If you go to his TikTok, oh my god, his POVs are very high quality. And he does a lot of those silent POVs where he'll show himself and not reacting to anything, which is something that I tried on one of my videos, but it just didn't work. I was too busy. I'm more of a weird type guy. If y'all seen any of my POVs, y'all would know that. Y'all would know that I love to just scream and hoot and holler, whatever. But he also has a YouTube channel, and it's pretty much the same, most of the same POVs that he has on his TikTok and his Instagram. But yeah, a collab with this guy. Although I'm not sure what we would do because he mostly does POVs. Maybe just hang out with the dude, man. He seems like a cool guy. Maybe we can hang out and get like footage for our TikToks and our Instagrams, whatever. Whatever. Shoot the shit, as they say. But yeah, Extreme Thrills. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, and check out his Instagram and his TikTok, because he is blowing. That's where he's popping at. That's his thing. But also subscribe to his channel. All right. So the next person I want to talk about, this lady called is GP Angela. And at first I thought her name was pronounced Angela because the two L's, whatever, but it's Angela. I think it's Angela, but yeah. I'm not sure where I found her. I think I think she was just on my feed one time and I just saw one of her videos. This chick, she is a bona fide coaster geek. She is a true coaster geek because she's the only person who has a channel that has queue POVs. Like you go into the queue, her videos are only queue POVs. Like you have roller coaster POVs. No. She has queue POVs. That's like one of the most most geekiest things I've ever heard someone do. Like she is a true coaster geek, and that's why I like her. She's down with it. She don't give a damn. She's also more active on Instagram. So if you see her, dang it, what is her rate? Let me see. Let's see if she has a information on Instagram because that's where she's pretty popular on Instagram. Oh yeah, here it is. This is her Instagram. I think it's this. Oh no, I can't even go in there. Anyway, but yeah, she does have an Instagram. She's popping there. But her vlogs here are very quirky. She has some very quirky vlogs. If you're a coaster enthusiast and you love this coaster shit, subscribe to her because her stuff is good. Her stuff is good. She's just a silly lady. She is silly. I like her. As far as doing a collab with her, I don't know, we probably could. She matches. I feel like she can match my weirdness very well. Like she's quirky. I'm a little weird, I guess. I think we will make good content if we were to link up. But yeah, it's GP Angela. Please subscribe to her, support her. Her content is good. All right, who else I want to talk to? Oh yeah, Almighty Coaster, and this is a recent one that I've discovered. Almighty Coasters. This guy let me see about Almighty Coasters. I forgot he had a name change. He was something else, something Thrills or Extreme or something Thrills or whatever. But he recently changed his name, and he mostly does like a mix of like POVs and other type of videos. But the thing that got me liking this channel was he did I think he does podcasts if I'm not mistaken, and he seems very like I guess very well spoken. He knows his stuff, and he just seems like the type of person that I would just hang out with or even maybe do a collab or maybe if he does podcasts I'll be the one to talk in his podcast whatever. He seemed like a cool guy and someone that I can hang out with, probably get some content from theme parks, whatever. But yeah, this guy, Almighty Coasters, subscribe to him. His content is pretty good. His POVs are pretty good. And if he ever wants to do a podcast, or not podcast, I guess it's called a podcast or a chat or whatever, hit me up on my DMs, man, because I'm down to chat. But yeah, that's majority of all like the smaller YouTube channels. Now I want to talk about like the bigger, not the big, but like bigger, like maybe 10 or 10,000 subscribers. So there is this one particular channel that I've been drawn to. If I can find him, his channel is called Extreme, I think it's called. Here we are, Extreme Thrills. Now the reason why I like this channel very much is a couple of things. A, I think we're both in the same age range, and B, a lot of the opinions he have I share. Like I don't agree with everything he says, but we share a lot of the same opinions. And I feel like that us doing like maybe a topical video or something like that would be a good thing. Like I can see myself collabing with this guy. His channels are very well done. He does a lot of topical stuff. He talks about things. And he does a bunch of reviews. I think his reviews are the reason why I like his content, because he like recently he done a lot of Florida parks. I'm from Florida. I just I'm pretty biased about those. I'm pretty biased about Florida parks. So a lot of stuff he said that I just basically agree with. And I don't know, if we were to do a collab, I would not mind doing one with him, because I like his content, and I'm pretty sure you heard this guy. If you haven't, please subscribe to him, because his content is good. Everybody talking about all their content is good. Okay, so it goes without saying. All right, another person I want to talk about, East Coaster. Let's see if I can find him. East Coaster. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. All right, East Coasters. Now, this guy has some very good quality POV videos on YouTube. Very, very, very good quality. He's a POV channel, of course. And the reason why I like this channel, or I wouldn't mind collaborating with this dude, is because, yeah, if you ever actually watch one of his POVs, especially when it's an extreme coaster, he is like, he will scream, he will just enjoy himself while on the ride, and I like people like that. Because if you ever seen my POVs, I'm like I said, I'm hooting, hollering, I'm screaming, I'm yelling, yeah, all this other stuff. Like, he does that, and I like that, and I like people that just enjoy themselves on a damn roller coaster, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to enjoy yourself. Like, I mean, I get there's people that are quiet. There's people like other POV channels that like to like maybe stay quiet and just get the footage. No, this dude enjoys himself, and I like that, and I fucks with that. So yeah, East Coasters. If you have not subscribed, subscribe to his channel, because his POVs are very good, very high quality. He enjoys himself wherever he goes, and I would love to just hang out with the dude, because vibe wise, I feel like he's a cool dude, man. So yeah, East Coasters. Yeah, subscribe to East Coasters. All right. So another channel that I want to talk about, and I think he was just on the chat. I'm not sure if he's still in the chat, but there's a channel called Mr. Bucket List. Let's see if I can find his channel. Yeah, Mr. Bucket List. Now, he does other content other than roller coaster content. He mainly does cruise content, like ship cruise and stuff like that. But he still does theme parks and roller coasters. And I just like this guy's style. Like, I like his presentation, how he does things. I like how he frames himself. I like his thumbnails. I like this everything he does. It's very professional, very informative. How he tries to give you information on certain parts of the park or cruise ship or whatever. And I think he lives in Florida. I think that, and that's one of the big thing why I would like to collab with this guy because he's not that far from me. I live in Miami, and I think he lives somewhere in Central Florida. I'm not sure, but yeah, this would be definitely another person I wouldn't mind collabing with. You know, he his channels are very informational, very like it's more like a tour, and that's kind of like how I want to do my vlogs, like in that style, like maybe not particularly his style but more of a informative because I think the issue with me like with vlogs are supposed to be entertaining. I guess entertaining, and I guess I'm just boring like that. I guess I'm not that entertaining. So instead of doing like a entertainment type vlog where I'm not a cheap enthusiast or I'm not a GP culture. They're more entertaining than me for sure. Um, I guess I'll do more like informational type vlogs like I said before, like with Midway Mayhem, his vlogs are more informational. It shows the parks and like all the features and all that stuff. I think I want to do more of that, and he definitely does this very well in his own style, of course. So yeah, Mr. Bucket List. If you have not subscribed to him, I advise you to please subscribe to his channel. His content is very varied, especially if you're into cruise ships. This is the guy you want to subscribe to, definitely. Also, Mr. Buckless, if you're watching, DM me, man. We need to talk. We need to talk. But yeah, now moving on to the big channels. This is where I'm thinking, okay, this is more on the realm of impossibility. Like I doubt that anyone that I will collab with these people. It would be nice, but of course, the number one person I would love to collab, the big time YouTuber I would like to collab is Airtime Thrills, and this guy, everyone know. I think at this point, everyone knows who Airtime Thrills is. He has very polarizing opinions, and it gets a lot of people talking. And I like this guy's style because it's like his style is like I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. It's gonna piss people off. I would say no. He don't really piss people off, but he gets people talking. That's for sure. And I feel like me and him can do some type of top 10 or some type of topical video that we're going back and forth of, and it'll be something pretty good because I'm pretty sarcastic myself. Like I may not seem like it on my videos, but I'm an asshole. So it, it'll be nice to do something with this guy, even though I know this dude is probably super busy doing what he's doing. I know, fuck that. No, we're all busy doing what we're doing. Just because you have 71,000, you know better than anyone else, you know. So I take that mentality back. We can, if we have the time, we can probably figure out something. The if he even knows that I exist, honestly, I'm still like, well, 1,000 and something subscribers. There's so many other culture channels in that range, and in the 1,000 range. So I doubt he even knows that exists. My main goal, as far as my channel, is to get out of that sea and kind of jump up, stand out from everyone else, so to say. But yeah, Airtime Thrills, everyone knows him. I would love to collab with this guy, a vlog, a topic video, whatever. And if you have not subscribed to this guy, then what the hell are you an enthusiast? Subscribe to this dude, like seriously. All right, so another one is, and I actually mentioned him like twice already, but Midway Mayhem. This is another Floridian that I started watching back when his channel was called Mako Madness, and his first set of channels was about Mako, the construction of Mako. I think back in 2017 or 16. I don't remember. I forgot what year Mako was open. But yeah, this guy right here, I've been watching for a while, and I like his. Excuse me. Ooh, I got gas. And I like his style of vlogging, or yeah, I guess vlogging or just recording. Period. He does a lot of construction updates. He does a lot of tour videos, lots of informational type content that people would like to enjoy. Sometimes he'll do a POV, sometimes he'll do like a full park review, and very, like I said, very informational. And a lot of my a lot of my styles. No, let me say that again. A lot of what I want to do is inspired off of his channel. You know, because he's very good with showing construction and showing things that people want to see, basically. And I'm not sure what type of collab we would do because he does roller coaster videos, but he does more construction and toury type. So maybe I don't know, maybe like a vlog type thing, or I'm not sure. But I would love to do some type of collaboration with Midway Mayhem. If he ever sees this, hey, how you doing, man? You're like one of my favorite YouTubers. Like he is definitely one of my favorite YouTubers, and he seemed like an overall stand up guy, man. So yeah, if you have not subscribed to this guy, subscribe to Midway Mayhem. I think he's a good person. All right, and then the final channel that I want to showcase, and this is like a yeah right, but Prince Charming Dev, PC Dev, Mr. Disney guy, that I'd like to say. This is like a year right because he is like up there. He probably got like a whole bunch of sponsor deals and other things that he's busy with to deal with somebody small to deal with a small size person like me. But Mr. PC Dev or Prince Charming Dev, I like his content. I like his vlogging style. It's very entertaining. He shows off different parts of the park that I like. He also shows things outside of theme parks. He'll show maybe either hotel review or he'll do just somewhere in Florida that's just a cool, interesting place. He doesn't just do theme parks. He tried to do other things. And the funny thing is, when I started Coasters and Travels and with the vlogs and stuff, I wanted to do that. I wanted to do exactly what he did, what he's doing as far as like, the main content is like theme parks, and then, sometimes I may want to go to like a state park, or sometimes I want to go to just somewhere else outside of like roller coasters, just to showcase people like, hey, this is a cool place you might want to check out. PC Dev does that. And I guess because of his stature, he's able to do that. But someone like me, someone small time, I'm not able to do that. I have to kind of specifically stick to a niche. And I used to have like other non-coaster content on my channel, but I realized that that kind of messes with YouTube algorithm a bit. So it's like now I'm just focused on like roller coaster and theme park content. Now I would love to go back to like maybe going to like maybe to like a museum or going to state park or whatever. But I think what I need to do first is grow my channel up a bit, and then do the stuff that I really like to do. But as for now, I kind of have to play. I have to kind of play this game with the algorithm and get views that way or whatever. But yeah, PC Dev. If you like Disney content and you like this Florida content in general, I advise you to definitely subscribe to Prince Charming Dev. All right. And I think I'm going to take me a little, like a 5 minute break, and then we're just going to just talk about what's going on and, current events. We're going to talk about current events, and then we're going to, I guess, end the stream from there. But let me take a quick 5 minute break. I've been streaming for, over an hour. Yeah. Usually when I live stream, I usually don't have that much to talk about, but my mouth has been going on this whole entire time. So yay. All right, so we're gonna take a quick 5 minute break, and I shall see you in 5 minutes. All right, we are returning. I am back. Ooh, excuse me. All right, welcome back. Welcome back to my live stream of 1K special or whatever, wherever you want to call it. All right, so we have definitely talked a lot um before my break. If you wasn't here, I talked about my beginnings from Coasters and Travels. I talked about what I want to do moving forward, and I gave a bunch of shout outs to a whole bunch of YouTube channels. So I guess I'll go over the list of channels that I shot out just in case you wasn't there at the beginning. So I shot out Cheap Enthusiast, Airtime Productions, GP Coasters, Mr. King Coaster, Extreme Thrills, is GP Angela, Almighty Coasters, Extreme Thrills, East Coaster, Mr. Bucket List, Airtime Thrills, Midway Mayhem, and Prince Charming Dev. So the next thing we're going to talk about are current events. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about. So much happened this week. I'm so glad that I started my live stream this week because of the day before. But we're not going to talk about that just yet. We're going to talk about a prior event that happened a couple weeks ago with a certain CEO of a certain theme park. Yeah, Salim Bassol, the CEO of Six Flags. He has definitely caused a stir, haven't he, with that conference call. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. He has definitely, I would say he's definitely stirred the pot more than he would like. And all because of these damn news articles. I can't say the word. Sensationalize. They sensationalized the hell out of his words, and people ran with it, especially when he was talking about the teenage demographic. When he was talking about rowdy teenagers and turning it to a daycare for teenagers, like the way it was worded on the article, it was like he was just talking straight up shit. Like, goddamn, he just went in. He was like, "We need to get these damn teenagers out these parks. These fucking troublemakers. Get them the fuck out the park. Just get them out. Get them out." But I actually read the transcript, and I don't think it came out that way. I don't think it came out like he was just like fuck these kids. I don't think he was like that, but I think he was more in the line of, okay, we need to fix the demographic. We need to change the demographic or we need to focus the demographic to a different one. Instead of getting teenagers, we need to probably focus more on families. And because our Six Flags has always been like the discount park chain. It's always been cheap. The prices have been cheap. The passes have been cheap. Food has been, I guess, cheap. I don't know. I don't really eat at a theme park, let alone a Six Flags park. But yeah. I get where he's coming from, where he's saying that, because again, Six Flags is very cheap. It's very easy just to drop your kid off and whatever, and then pick them up or whatnot. The issue is, I don't think it's really teenagers itself that's the issue, because there's plenty of teenagers that's out there that can behave themselves. I mean, it's obvious that it's more of a parenting issue, or more of a yeah, it's more of this. I guess you say it's more of a parenting issue than anything, with kids acting the way they act. And it kind of sucks that a certain demographic is ruining it for everybody else. And I get that he wants to change that, but it's like the way he's doing it it's not the way to do it. You don't raise prices without adding anything. You know what I'm saying? You just don't gut. It's like he's gutting things instead of trying to put things in. And instead of incrementing the prices, like incrementing like slowly, he's just like, bam, fuck it. We're just going to just raise it up to whatever price we feel like is right. Because if you look at Magic Mountain's prices right now, last year, I remember, because I was thinking about going to Magic Mountain last year. I don't remember. I think it was like around maybe $40-$50 for a ticket. Now the thing's like close to $80. $80 for a match for a Six Flags park. Can you imagine spending that much money to go to a Six Flags park? Because when you think Six Flags, you don't think, oh, I'm going to spend a lot of money to get. No, you don't think that.
Six Flags is an amusement park. You go there for the roller coasters. You don't really go there for the customer service or any other things that other theme parks are known for. You just go to ride the roller coasters. It doesn't matter if the lines are long. It doesn't matter who's there. You just go get your credits and head on out. You know. But wow, I was very surprised. But then I also compared the prices in the California I guess in that area like Universal parks, Knott's Berry Farm, and the Disney parks, and they're actually comparable. They're actually comparable to those parks, but the only difference is they at least have the quality to make to have those prices. They have an infrastructure to have that high price because they have things for the family and all that other stuff. And Salim is trying to, I guess, be another Disney World, which Six Flags just simply does not have that infrastructure for, man. It just does not have that. If he really wants to I guess go with his plan, then he's gonna have to do a lot. I mean, a lot of investing. He have to do a lot of that. A lot of more family. And when I mean investing, it doesn't really have to mean like a ride or anything. He needs to invest in, I guess, better labor, invest in better training for the employees, invest in employees that actually want to do the job, invest in I guess a different style of training because if you want to focus towards family, then you really have to change like um the philosophy, the entire philosophy of Six Flags. It just has to change, which I don't think it's going to, because Six Flags has always already been labeled as like the thrill park or discount park or whatever. Well, I mean, it's not a discount park anymore because he raised them prices super high, and especially I guess it depends on certain areas, because I looked at Six Flags over Georgia prices, and it's still like $35 whatever. But I guess because of the area, I guess because the area is not that expensive, then compared to like Six Flags America, which is a little bit higher. But I guess in that area is the price is comparable. So it really just depends on the region and depends on Six Flags Park, I guess, on the price. Now, I have seen recently, especially with Six Flags Over Georgia, they have like a new events, like a list of events, and I do remember on the conference call that he wants family, like his main, like Celine's focus is pass holders. He wants single ticket holders to be converted into an annual pass holder, and he wants those annual pass holders to come back to different events. So I'm guessing that's why they have like a slew of events now. There are so many different events that Six Flags has, and I'm guessing this would give the pass holder incentive to return to these different types of events. So now, as far as the events, I think they were cool. I think there was like a coaster, not a coaster appreciation day, but it was like a whole like a coaster week type thing, and then they have like a beer fest, whatever. They're trying to be like Busch Gardens. I guess they're trying to be like SeaWorld and Busch Gardens with their food fest, whatever. But I mean, I guess it's cool. Yeah, I mean, do what you need to do to attract more families. And I think now that's a good thing. More events is always a good thing. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's a good thing. But I guess most people's concern with this new plan or change, whatever, is rides, because every year Six Flags always announces one ride, and prior to him, I forgot the name of the old CEO, but we used to have something new every year. And now I don't know how many people agreed with that style, like every part gets something, but you have to admit, man, that wasn't really that bad of a plan to give a park something, because at least he's investing in, maybe it may not be like a major ride, but at least the small park was getting something done, a new flat ride, a new area, improvements, minor quality of life improvements. The parks were getting that. But now it's like I actually am worried for like parks like Six Flags St. Louis, Six Flags America, the parks that hasn't gotten a new coaster like in decades. And it's like now that's not going to happen.
because he's not focused on that. And I wish we had a CEO that would focus on that, man. Like, I would love to see the smaller parks get something. Like, when the last time Six Flags St. Louis got a coaster? When the last time Six Flags America got a original new coaster? You know. So I kind of feel for those parks because I feel like they're not going to get a major investment in a long time. Because this CEO is so focused on just money. I guess at the end of the day, all businesses are just focused on money. At the end of the day, it's profit. You know, customer satisfaction or whatever. That's just a a result of the money. Because if the customer is satisfied, then you'll get more money out of them. But as far as the future of Six Flags, I have no idea what's going to happen. I have no idea. And I know recently Six Flags Over Texas had put an announcement that Mr. Freeze was going to close. And I remember when it first got posted or it got leaked that Mr. Freeze was going to be closed, people freaked out and immediately blamed Salim for this because we all know about his premiumization plan that he's trying to do, and he's trying to cut costs everywhere. So that's what people immediately thought, but no, it's just that it's getting it refurbished, or we don't know. Actually, we don't know what's going on with that coaster, but I think it's gonna get refurbished probably with a new on system, or it's probably gonna get the trains are probably gonna get flipped back to their regular positions. Who knows? We don't know yet. Six Flags Over Texas will let us know, whenever they come with something. But yeah, the future right now for Six Flags is unknown, and it's apparent if you look at their stocks. Lord, they have definitely dropped. Like, and I know people who recently, or I know people who have gone to Six Flags Park recently noticed that the lines are not that big, and oh my god, it was a great day, blah 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 blah. I don't think that's a good thing. I don't think having less people in the park at a Six Flags park is a good thing. I don't think so, because in the same thing in the same time, you have a park like Hershey Park, crowded, full of people, lines. I mean, all the lines are full. Like, there's a lot of people at these parks, and it's like, for me to see a park thrive, a lot of people. You just need a lot of people. You need to have a lot of people come to these parks. You need to have a busy day. Like, you just got to. Like, I don't see a park being sustainable having like a little bit of people. Like, no, you need people. You definitely need people. And the fact that he's trying to, I guess, I can't think of the term. It's not buy out, but he's trying to what is the word? What is that term that I'm trying to think of, where you try to make something expensive, so expensive that a certain class of people are unable to afford it. That's what he's trying to do. And like, maybe in the end game, that's okay. Like, over the years, like 5, 6 years, he gets to that point. But you just don't do it now. Like, you just don't do it like off rip. No, it takes time. It takes years for people to it takes years to convert to that type of goal. You just don't just nip it in the bud. It's not like a theme park industry is different than his last business, because I remember on the conference call he was talking about how he did this plan on his last business and was successful. I didn't really do research on what his last business was, but it wasn't a theme park industry, that's for sure. Like, the theme park industry is completely different. Like, you need people in your parks. You need people buying things. What you need to improve on are things like maybe better queue lines, maybe single rider lines, a better, again, like I said earlier, a better customer service experience. That's like the number one thing you need to invest in. You really need to get that infrastructure built first. Then make the changes. Give the customers better customer service experience. Make sure when they order something for the food, they don't have to wait freaking 2 hours just to get some food. Especially if they order it mobile. You need to start at the root and then grow from there. But yeah, a lot of people a lot of people don't like this new CEO, and I have a feeling, that regardless of what positive things he do, people are going to find a way. People are going to find a way to make it negative. I mean, it's very similar to it's very similar to when Trump was president. It's like no matter what positive shit he did, there was always a what if, or he could have done this, or he could have done that. It's gonna be the same thing with Celine Basso. I guarantee you. He's already marked himself as, or the enthusiast community marked him as, someone not good, But I personally would have not have mind if a coaster or a theme park focused CEO would, he can still be a business minded CEO, but understand that, you need roller coasters and people to thrive in your parks. And I don't think the family, like, what he should do, because there is a subset of family out there that love thrill parks, that love roller coasters, that'll take their whole kids on fucking Iron Gwazi or something like that. Those are the family and people you need to focus on. People, that way you can keep the the thrill identity of Six Flags and still get the family that you want. You know what I'm saying? Like in my video, I talked about how you have your thrill goers and you have your family, and how they both can they both can thrive in the same environment. Especially if you get a family that's a thrill person or they're a thrill family, and that's even better. That's even more incentive to want to put in more rides and more roller coasters. You don't want to put in less because then what? I mean, like, what you gonna do? Unless you're gonna like change certain areas, you're gonna theme the areas better. Which I have noticed in Six Flags Over Georgia, they have. I referenced Six Flags Over Georgia because of course I'm in Florida and that's my closest park. But yeah, anyway, I have noticed that they revamped the Gothic area. They have a lot more rides there. They revamped Mindbender. They revamped Georgia Great American Screen Machine, and like a couple years back they revamped Ninja and converted to Blue Hawk. But this was all before the CEO came, so I can't really give him any credit for any of those changes because all this happened before he arrived. So especially this dude want to talk about, oh well, we opened like the Wonder Woman coaster at Magic Mountain, but I don't think he was there when he announced it. Like when the coaster was announced, I don't think so because he just got into office in November of 2021. So he has no accreditation to talk on really. So from this point on, like from now to this point on, we just have to see, what he's capable what he's gonna do. I just hope, like, my hope is that he gets, you know he I can't even think of the words. He gets some sense knocked in him and realize that, okay, you do need certain things for a park to grow, especially for Six Flags. You can't Six Flags is not going to be the Disney. It's not going to be the next Disney. It's just not. So what he needs to focus on, keep focusing on the thrills, have more family friendly attractions built in over time, and I think he'll get to the point that he wants to be in. Steadily increase the price instead of just knocking them out with the price, because that's not good. But again, I'm not a CEO. I'm not a business person, so maybe his plan, maybe he has something that I don't know, or he's doing something that I don't know, or we don't know, or he has something else that he hasn't talked about. So again, we just have to see what happens in the future. But I just hope that Six Flags thrive. They've had a rocky history, with bankruptcies and buying parks and then selling them and then buying them again. The theme park industry is volatile as hell, man. It's more volatile than you think. Well, at least when you look at Six Flags. Cedar Fair has been a bit more. No, SeaWorld parks have been more stable than Six Flags, and they are building hella coasters. Like every year, they're building a new coaster for their park. Like yesterday, they announced the Dart coaster, and I looked at a coaster studio video, and they showed the ride, and I'm like, what? They were building the coaster behind our backs. We didn't. I had no idea they had this coaster even the track. They had the coaster built already. Like what? Like there was no news, there was no one covering it. I didn't hear anything about this coaster. And then we get a video of Coaster Studios showing the inside of it. And I'm just like, whoa, this is a full coaster that no one knew about. It's like Busch Gardens hit a whole coaster under us and we didn't know. But that's good though. I mean, they got that coaster down, and now we're hearing rumors of another coaster that they're gonna get in 2023. And it's like SeaWorld Parks is off the chain right now with all these new coasters. Like, what is going on? Like, I get that they said that they're gonna move the SeaWorld parks, like SeaWorld Orlando, San Diego, whatever, to less of animal shows and more of a thrill part. But what that got to do with Busch Gardens Williamsburg and Busch Gardens Tampa? Because it seems like I don't want to say that Six Flags and Busch Gardens are switching, because it's like Six Flags are trying to be more like them, and Busch Gardens is trying to be more like them. So it's like it's weird. It's like Busch Gardens. I mean, like SeaWorld is trying to be like the new Six Flags now, because it's like every year they're getting a new coaster. And I think not Six Flags, SeaWorld San Diego is getting another launch coaster. And I'm like, God damn, they already have what? They have Electric Eel and they have Manta. They already have two launch coasters. So it's like, why do they need a third one? I don't know. Especially with SeaWorld Orlando with the stand-up coaster. Let me tell you, people were disappointed as hell when they realized it was going to be a new generation stand-up. But again, we don't know what's gonna, we don't know how that ride's gonna feel, or what improvements they made on the stand-up model. So it's good just to, I guess, be patient, the wait and see. The only issue I have with these additions, especially at certain parks, there's no standout roller coaster that they're building, or maybe they don't want to build a standout coaster. I don't know. Like Busch Gardens Temple, we have Iron Gwazi. That's like the standout coasters. Universal has Velocicoaster. That's their standout coaster. What does SeaWorld Orlando have? Mako, I guess. But Mako is like, it's like you have with Iron Gwazi and Velocicoaster. I feel like those are the new generation coasters that people are going to be drawn to, like more variety based roller coasters, because they do more than just airtime or just inversions. Like I feel like rides like hyper coasters and looping coasters, they're like kind of a thing of a past, because they only focused on one thing. Like Kumba, Montu, Kraken, they only focus on inversions. And then you have hyper coasters, Mako, Goliath, um, Intimidator, and Carowinds. They just focus on airtime. So and then you have rides like Iron Gwazi and Velocicoaster that focus on everything. You have airtime, you have G-force, you have laterals, you have all that stuff. So it's like I think coasters are more gravitating towards a more variety layout now. Like if you look at all the Vekomas in Europe, like the Let coaster, Phoenix, all of those coasters, they have a variety of elements, and I think that's where the coasters are heading to moving forward. It's like it's like you might as well consider those coasters a one trick pony. You might as well consider coasters like Kumba and stuff like a one trick pony coaster, because all they do is focus on inversions. Like they call Shikra and they call Top Thrill Dragster and King of Ka one trick ponies, but these looping coasters, these hyping coasters, they're just one trick ponies as well. All they do is focus on either airtime or focus on inversions or focus on speed. I mean, what's the difference? So I mean, I definitely see coasters going in that direction, and Intamin is just like in the lead of that. They're they have definitely improved from their past coasters. Like Velocicoaster is definitely like, okay, we have learned our lessons from the past, and this is what we're doing now. I would say Velocicoaster like is one of the most perfect coasters out there. It is a perfect roller coaster. It has the perfect pacing. It has the perfect amount of elements. It's not my number one. It's not my number one, but it's still a very, very, very good coaster. And it's like if I'm calling it a perfect coaster, then why do I have it at number two? Because Iron Gwazi, bitch. Iron Gwazi is not perfect, but it is insanely fast, and the pacing is like on crack. Like it is the pacing. That is the most craziest pacing I've ever felt on a ride. Like Iron Gwazi is fast, 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 and I love that. and you get flung everywhere. That's particularly why Iron Gwazi is my number one. But is the Velocicoaster is a very close too because it's just a very perfect coaster. It has the right amount of airtime, a right amount of inversions. It got lateral. It got everything. It got launches. It has everything. And the Mosasaurus roll is the best element in the entire world. The best element. Period. Point blank. There's no element that comes close to that sensation. The Death Roll wishes it was the Mosasaurus roll. Okay, that to this day, I just can't fathom how they were able to make that element with a lap bar. How? How did they do that? I'm still like shocked with that, you know, because with that one single element, you have airtime, you have hang time, you have your laterals. Yeah, airtime, hang time, and laterals. You know, that's really not much G-force because you're floating, and it feels so weird. It just feels so weird going through that element. Like I can make a full video talking about that one element. Like I swear to God, I probably would. I probably will. You know, the Mosasaurus roll, my favorite element in the world. But yeah, I've kind of rambled off the main subject with Six Flags, but which is it's fine, you know, because we're just talking. I'm just getting all this stuff that's been in my head for a long time. I'm just getting it all out because you know that I don't really have any other coaster people I can just talk to like this, you know. So sometimes a live stream is my outlet. It's just of getting all this coaster stuff out, you know, because I'm a coaster guy. I like to talk to coaster things to coaster people, you know. So another current event just happened actually a day before this live stream, and we all know it, but Top Thrill Dragster. We all was trying to figure out, okay, what is the fate of Top Thrill Dragster? And we figured it out yesterday, and it's getting retired. Top Thrill Dragster is getting retired. And let me tell you something. I was in my bed and my friend texted me the announcement. I jumped out of the bed so fast. I was like, I have to cover this now, like right now. Like that is a big deal. Top Thrill Dragster being retired is a huge deal because ever since it broke down, ever since that incident that happened in 2021, and if you don't know what happened in 2021, a piece of a track, not a track, but a part of the train, either the train or I think it's the train, hit a female park goer and she was hospitalized for it, and they closed the ride for the rest of the 2021 year of the season, excuse me. And earlier of 2022 they announced that it was going to be closed for the season. So now fast forward to now to today, they announced that they were going to retire Top Thrill Dragster. And at first when I heard it, I thought to myself, oh no, I never got a chance to ride it. It sucks, blah, 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 blah. People are going to be pissed. My news feed it was crazy. It was just all about, like yesterday, my news feed was just nothing but Top Thrill Dragster. Top Thrill Dragster, retiring, blah, 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 blah. But if you actually read the announcement, two things that pop into mind. They said Top Thrill Dragster as we know it. So that means that the current iteration of Top Thrill Dragster will be closed, but the structure itself may not be closed. They might do something with it. And the second part was, what did they say? Something about refurbishment. I covered it yesterday, so I should know, but I can't think of it right now. But they did talk about reimagining it, reimagining. That's the word that came to mind, reimagining. And another attraction that I thought about when they said that word was Montezuma's Revenge at Knott's Berry Farm. And if you haven't heard about that, or if you haven't seen my video, which you should have seen yesterday, but anyway, if you haven't seen my video, I talk about how this is similar to Montezuma's Revenge, how they're getting a complete retheming and a complete reimagining, and they're gonna change the launch system. And from what I saw in the preview of that ride, I think they're going Premier rides because I did see them stupid comfort collars. I hate those comfort collars. And I hope if they do use Premier trains, I really hope they don't use comfort collars because that ride,
of all rides, that ride does not need them. It's just one freaking loop and then a loop back, and that's it. You don't need a comfort collar for that. But anyway, I'm rambling on again. I believe that at the very least they're gonna definitely change the launch system. Now, if I remember correctly, Top Thrill Dragster uses a hydraulic launch, which packs a punch, punch. And I noticed that Intimate have been doing LSM, either LSM or LIM. I'm not really familiar with the terms. You know, I'm not that geeky when it comes to stuff like that. But I think it's LSMs. I could be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But with Pantheon and with Velocicoach, they've been using that type of similar launch. And especially with Pantheon, where it's gradual, where you start off and then back up and thing, that may be the future of Intamin. As far as Top Thrill Dragster using that, I'm not sure if they're gonna do that. I think they're going to they're definitely gonna change the launch system, and I know it's probably not going to be as impactful as it used to be with the hydraulic launch system. So we'll just have to see and find out. A lot of people still think the ride is going to get tore down. I don't think it's going to get tore down. That ride is too damn iconic for Cedar Point for it to get tore down. Absolutely. What the hell, man? I keep getting disconnected. Why am I keep getting disconnected? I'm not sure what's going on. It's like every time I want to do something, every time I want to do a live stream or do something, the internet want to mess with me. But any other day, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing a damn thing. The internet, you know, is fine. Whatever. It's weird. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. Now, are they going to have this open by 2023? I'm not sure. It really, like I said, it really depends on what they're going to change. I don't think they're going to do anything with the track except, you know, change the launch system. Like, I don't really see anything significant with the Top Thrill Dragster outside of the launch. So we're just going to have to see and find out. But yeah, man. It's kind of sad that it happened in the first place because I've never been to Cedar Point. So the fact that I will never ever have a chance to ride the original version of Top Thrill Dragster. So if you rode it, good for you. I haven't. So that sucks. But I have ridden King the Ka. I rode that back in 2015. And I'm guessing I'm guessing King the Ka has the same launch as Top Thrill Dragster. And boy, that thing packed the punch. That launch packed the punch. And I enjoy King the Ka. It was fun. I guess people don't like King the Ka because of the over the shoulder restraint compared to a lap bar with Top Thrill Dragster. I mean, I can just imagine how insane it would be going up that thing with just a freaking lap bar. That would probably freak me the hell out. But I'm very curious what they're going to do with this change. Are they going to change the trains? Are they going to do maybe a little slight track modification? We're not sure. We just have to wait until Cedar Point give us more news. And another note I want to talk about: if they were going to get rid of Top Thrill Dragster, they would have said it. They would have not beaten around the bush with that, because people know, like Cedar Point know that Top Thrill Dragster is huge with the coaster community. So like they did with Wicked Twister, they would have let us know if it would have if they were going to like completely just scrap it. But I don't think that's the case here. I think Top Thrill Dragster is going to still be fine. It's going to just be in a different, iteration. So that's cool. I mean, as long as I get a chance to ride it, that's all I want. I just want that credit, even though it probably won't be called Top Thrill Dragster. They'll probably rename it like they did with Montezuma. They're giving a new name, a new theme, all that stuff. So I hope that that's all they do. Probably change the paint, whatever. I don't know. But we're just gonna have to see. But I know a lot of people are very sad about the news, and it's funny enough that people don't really know why Top Thrill Dragster is closed. It's like there's some people that knew about the incident, and there's some people that just don't. They don't know what happened, or they don't know why the
coaster closed. But yeah. Another day. We just have to just see what happens. And I think that's pretty much it I gotta say as far as Top Thrill Dragster. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Cause any other current events that I want to talk about? Actually, let me look. Let me look on YouTube and let me see. Cause I pretty much went through everything that I wanted to go through on here. So, but yeah. As far as like okay, I guess we can. I guess I'll go back and talk about my channel or whatever. But as far as in the near future, just be on the lookout for a new series. Be on the lookout for more videos, more topical videos, more let me see, topical videos, news. I'm still keep up with the news. This I guess just stay tuned. Just stay tuned for what I got going on, you know. But I think I'm going to call this live stream a wrap. I definitely talked about a lot of things. If you have not, if you're just getting here, hey, how you doing? I'm sorry that you got here near the end, but this is what, how long I've been talking? Like over an hour, hour and 46 minutes. This is probably one of my longest streams, my longest live streams. So, thank you for anyone that had, that came through, that popped in and, listened to what I had to say. Thank you for of course, thank you for subscribing to me and supporting me. And I'm glad that I made it to 1,000 subscribers. My next goal is to hit 10K, Well, actually, no, my goal is to hit, my goal is to get monetized first. I'm still working on that. But after that, my next goal is 10K subs and on and on and on and on and on and on and on. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you're watching, if you have not subscribed to my channel, you need to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to Coasters and Travels. I appreciate that. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. I got things to do. I am hungry, man. I haven't eaten anything yet. I got to eat. Brother got to eat, man. So I will talk to you guys later. I'm not sure when I'm going to do another live stream. I do want to do a live stream at a theme park. Maybe at Busch Gardens. When can I do that? I'm not sure when I want to do that, but I do want to do something like that. So stay tuned for those. Stay tuned for that, Probably go to SeaWorld, probably go to the Fun Spot. Somewhere, some Florida theme park, I don't know. But keep a lookout for that. And thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all later. Take care.